Good morning, everyone. Namaste. It is I, Gina Louisa, here to just help lift the vibration of our collective consciousness this morning. And that's it. What I want is just to be that. Like God asked of me, I ask God, what do you want me to do? And He wants me to share, my personality, my resonance. He says He wants me to share everything about me, and I try. I think of like, oh my God, hey, what do you want me to do? And He God said, oh, don't worry so much about like creating this or writing that or being just be. So here I am just being. It's a beautiful sunny day where we are. And maybe I'll start showing that. We go for a good daily drive, basically. I look around, and that's what I want to talk about in this video. I want to give you an update about why you haven't seen videos from me in a couple of years. And where I am, like, in my shadow work that I have to go through. Good boy, do I go through all that stuff. Life does stuff to me, and I gotta either let that heavy wheel grind me into the mud, or I gotta come up on the other side and say, you hold your breath while the wheels got you under. Oh, and you come up on the other side all upside down with stuff. But you keep going, okay? And I'll tell you what was so heavy in my life. One of the things, because a lot of things happened. Just not this past November, but the November before that one. I'm cooking like usual, like I do. And I got hot dogs in the pan and butter, and I'm frying them. And out of nowhere, just like that, boom, spit like a cobra right in my fucking eye. Hit me like right there. A lot of hot oil in this eye and a little of hot oil in that eye. And just like that, I was blind. Like, I never in a million fucking years would have expected that I'd go blind. Like, I just bought all these paints and an easel and then I got all of this pads and colored pencils and chalk and I bought the funniest I had just bought everything. Clay. I'm an artist, you see. That's what I do. And just like that, I was out in the yard seconds before it happened. Or maybe minutes, because I was out in the yard gathering in the garden. I'm a gardener too. Look, I can remember seeing the tomato, and even though it was November, right? But it was a nice warm November. The tomato being red, and you can see the little veins in it. And I remember admiring it in the sun, or just moments before, right? And then, boom. My left eye is nearly completely blind, and my right eye is like the foggiest fucking day. Just like that. And I got depressed over it. I'll tell you what. Like, you see me, the happy genie. You don't see the part of me that... my roommate, he sees that part of me. Well, I found out. You know what I'm saying? Really, what do I got to live for? I'm thinking to myself. Like, with no connecting of it. Hi, this is Gina Louisa, and with Miss Dead Eyes. That can't be what's going on in this world. God, no. Gina Louisa's not gonna have dead eyes, right? Little by little, it was healing, but not. I didn't know what to do. Okay, I didn't know or what to do. And you want to research, you want to read, you want to study, and I can't do that either, okay? It was like, boy, was I like freaking out, right? I went to an optometrist, and I told him what happened. And they totally ignored me. They said I had glaucoma, and I'm like, wait a minute, no, wait a minute. You see, I could see, and then I got spit out hot oil, and then I couldn't see. Like, that's what happened. And they didn't even write that down in my records. It's not even in my records because I was so upset with what they did, I requested my records, and I got them, and it doesn't say anything that I said. It says, patient stated that, and everything that's written afterwards is a fucking lie. I'm so surprised about that. I thought that I could count on, like, optometrists, But anyway, so they're trying to give me glasses, and I'm like, wait a minute. I don't need glasses, okay? Everything's foggy. I see perfectly sharp. Way over there, then even over here, Only time I was wearing glasses for a few years there. Inside, because I was reading in the dark, Not a good idea. I exercised my eyes right back. Right now, I don't even need glasses to read. Oh, thank you, God. But they were giving me glasses, and they gave me drops. Sometimes one of the drops, actually, two of them, was actually helping, and I could start to clear that fog. And I was like, oh, good, this is great. And I was starting to see, like, really, oh, wow, this is great. So, for like a month and a half, I went back to, and instead of following up with the same doctor who helped me, gave me the drops, even though she gave me glasses. I paid for the stupid glasses. I went and got them, but I don't wear them because when I put them on, like, one eye sees this and one eye sees that, and they make your eyes do weird fucking things. My eye was floating. So when I hear people who say they got glaucoma and they had treatments and they got glasses and their eye is floating all over the place, I know why. It's the treatments they're giving you that are making your eye fucking float all over the place. Okay? And this is what happened to me with the second doctor. Okay, I go back. This is the specialist now. And I'm like, oh, happy. I'm like, yay. I'm seeing people's irises, and I'm telling them, oh my God, I can see. I'm so happy. Look, I'm reading the chart right down. They put my head back, put drops in my eyes, and after she put them in, she said, eye paralysis. And I said, eye paralysis? And she said, yeah, so you don't blink when I do tests. Like, eye paralysis? For one, you're supposed to tell me before you put the fucking shit in my eyes, not afterwards. And when I look it up, these eye paralyzers, they only do those when they're taking, like, if you've got metal in your eye or something, that's when they don't use them for these tests. This one, I have not been able to see. It took me, and now you're saying I can see, I'm starting to see. And I'll tell you, oh my God, what a long journey. Okay, she put them shit in my eyes, and then they dilate too. They put more drops. When I left that place, I couldn't see. Couldn't see at all. I mean, and then when I finally could start to see, I got two thumbs. When I'm holding up one thumb, I can't see colors. I can't see anything. I can't see my face. I can't see my teeth to brush my teeth. I can't even see my face. I can't see. The whole world is like the foggiest day you ever had. Where always, my entire life, I could focus on, even after the spit with the oil, even it was foggy, but I could. It wasn't that I couldn't focus on one thing. It was sharp lines even way over there. I could see a boat way on the ocean, even though it was foggy. You see what I'm saying? But now, the fog is lifting because the burn is healing, and I'm learning how to heal the ocular nerve. I've studied so much in the past year and a half. Okay, now I've learned how to heal that. But the focus, I still can't focus perfectly like I always could because of those eye paralyzer drop the lady put in my eye. I said, my eyes are healing. Oh, no, eyes no heal. I said, no, eyes do heal. Oh, no, eyes don't heal. Blink when the eye paralyzes, and that's it. They wanted to keep me thinking, and the fucking glasses they gave me make one eye focus here and one eye focus there. It gives me the floaty fucking eye thing that everybody's got. It's, so I don't wear the fucking glasses, and I go, I exercise so straight here, and then I do the 1 o'clock, and then 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock straight, 5 o'clock straight, and I do those exercises, and I make A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, blah, 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 with my eyes, okay? I make every shape you could think of. Why? Because I'm exercising my... Do you know, after those eye paralyzes, see how I look? Do you know what I looked like after those eye paralyzes? I had bags that hung down. You could, like they were like, whoa, really? My eyes were like this. They were hanging down like that. I hate to even do it, all right? It took me blink, 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 and saliva and get them freaking muscles back working again. I could touch my eye without blinking. You twitch when you touch your eye. They paralyzed my eyes with my eyeballs. Well, I could touch my eyeball and I couldn't even feel it. What she did to me was so evil. My eyes have always been so sensitive. You try to put the drops in and it's like, you know what I'm saying? And she made us like touch my eyeball. You could probably fucking, lean on it. I wouldn't even known it. I couldn't see. She freaking and do you know what it is to not see? Okay, I'm the cook. How do you cook if you can't see? Tell me about it. Yeah, how do you know what you're serving? You don't know if there's salt and pepper on anything. You don't know how much you're putting. You to try to see how big of a slice you're cutting or feel. It's ridiculous, okay? I didn't know what... and I'm an artist, and I can't see. Okay, and I'm a gardener, and I can't see. And I'm a cook, and I can't see. And I take care of animals, and I can't see. Oh my God, this can't be what you have in mind for Gina Louisa Misted Eyes, But I know that that's not what God has in mind for me, see? That you can heal, no matter what they tell you. Don't listen to them when they say, I can heal, because I do heal. Then I studied and I learned how to heal my ocular nerves, getting the oxygen back there. And little by little, I'm getting it back, okay? Little by little, it's not like stuff your fingers and, oh my God, I'm healed. No, I eat everything I need to eat. I've even learned spirulina, and I started eating that, and I'm going to grow it in a fucking tank, okay? Because nothing's going to hold you in the back, okay? What do you call lion's mane mushroom? Regenerates nerve, all right? Yeah, so I eat my lion's mane, okay? Nothing's gonna hold back, Gina, because God gave us every tool we need. It's for us to say, all right, God, you gave us every tool. I'm gonna find out which tool you gave us. It's growing here on this earth, and I know it, and I'm gonna utilize it, and I'm gonna do my exercises, and back to why I'm gonna show the drives. There we go. The daily drives, because the sun is the best thing for your eyes. When they tell you, oh, blue will make you stupid. Yeah, the blue on a screen might, but the blue of the sky holds every wisdom that there is. It'll heal. I look at the clouds. I let them speak to my heart and soul. And you make your eyes see. You suck in that. Suck it in. Suck it in, okay? Like you're sucking in... You want to suck in the light. You want to, and you've got lymph nodes. You want to make sure they're drained back in and get it all. Let them drain and let them drain and let them drain. So you can be a river. You need to be a nice, juicy river. Your eyes are bags of water. When you get a baggie with water and you twist it like that, it's like, oh wow, look at that. It's like a crystal. Well, that's kind of what your eyes are. They're like bags of salt water, and they'll try to deflate them. They'll give drop, trying to deflate. Because they want you blind so that you can be a customer for life. Don't trust them. I did. And it cost me my vision. I mean, I know people get, they try to give you a needle. This is going to help you. No, they're keeping you blind. How the fuck you going to heal if they poke a fucking needle in your eye every month? once every other month. I know my mother-in-law, they do it to her. Or she's not my mother-in-law, but I've known her for fucking ever, you know what I'm saying? She's Buddy's mother. I've known her for fucking, God, 40 years now, you know? I call her Ma. I cook for her. I love her. She lives upstairs. She lets me live here. Anyway, they do it to her. Because she's under the mindset, like everybody is, that the body breaks down when you get old. Macular degeneration. Do you know your body never degenerates? That from until you die, you're always regenerating. That's what God told me. And he said, Gina, just believe me that you can regenerate and stay brand new every day of your life. I don't care. Forget about the number that goes by. Because I'm like, what, 65 now? You know? And I noticed the little changes, and the little changes are enhancements. I'm not going to color my hair. I love it. I have this beautiful silver veil. I got this gorgeous dark hair, right? And then I got this silver veil it's so pretty, right? I couldn't have thought of that myself. That's God's hand painting the goddess, right? Trusting. And every day I look at the sun, and we go for a ride, and I look at the sun, and I look through the trees. The sun and the trees. I don't look at the city. I look through the trees. The trees are what's healing. You're never going to go sit in the healing, for healing. You're not going to go sit in the city and say, I'm going to go heal myself and go sit in the city and look at that. No. You go sit in nature. That's what you do. And you look through the trees and through the trees and through the trees and through the trees. But your eyes really focus. So I'm driving around and look. And the canopy as I'm walking. Oh, God, there's nothing more beautiful than the beautiful, deep, intense canopy of the trees. Leaves through leaves against the beautiful sky as the clouds are going by. Everything we need to heal is in nature. Okay, you know, soak it up. Like right now, when I look like this, because I have my window. I don't put a shade in my window because I want that. I want the time of day in these eyes. First thing in the morning, the sunlight. So my circadian rhythms are right. You know what I'm saying? I like nighttime in my eyes at night, darkness. I like to keep things just right. I want the sky above me all the time. I don't really, like this to be blocked off from my sky. And little by little, with the grace of God, I'm starting to see. Starting to be able to focus again. Because no evil done to Gina Louisa is going to hold Gina Louisa back. God made me. Okay? And God made me wise. And God made me to heal. And God made me to stay Gina Louisa. You know? I'm not going to be depressed. And I'm not going to be miserable. And actually, let me tell you something about being blind dead. Okay? It reminds me of a movie I saw when I was very young. Actually, I like to watch it every now and again. It's called Little Big Man. And Lodgkin said, when he was speaking to the Great Spirit when he wanted to die, and he's like, thank you for this sight and for the blindness that helped me to see further. And those words couldn't ring more true with me. Okay, because now that I can't see around, you realize again, like you did when you were a kid, I guess, or a very, very young kid, before you started identifying with outside of yourself, you were really in and inside yourself a lot more. And I've had to go inside myself a lot more. Not so much self-conscious. Who gives a frick? I can't look around and see things like I'm going to the store. Can't see anything I want, so I don't want anything. Wow. Just like when I'm looking around at men, I don't get distracted by anymore because I can't see it. It's fucking so cool. It's so freeing. I'm freed by being blinded, okay, in some ways. In other ways, oh my God, my freedom is totally like snatched away. I can't drive. I can't hardly even go for a walk because I don't know where I am. And things are starting to come back little by little, so it's getting a little better. The hard work. If I didn't put in the hard work every day, and my friend, be there, he steps right up to the plate and he helps me. He says, okay, you want to go for a ride? Let's go for a ride. And he takes me every day, and I look around, and I look around, and I look around. You know what I'm saying? And that really, really helps to have somebody there to help, to help me eat. You know, he eats what I eat, you know, instead of like griping and say, oh, you can't have that, blah, blah, blah. No, he eats healthy like I do, you know. And I do these green drink things with the spirulina in them. And he even does that too. Because why not want to heal, right? Why not want to do the best thing for your body? That's cool, you know. It's nice to have a friend who who also can see the good in a healthy lifestyle. You know, and that's God gives you, you know, you can't always get what you want, but if you try sometime, you might just find you get what you need, right? So true. I get what I need. I needed to go into it. I guess. I must have needed it because it happened, okay? To say, who are you? Are you your art? Are you your art? Are you the garden that you grow? Are you, what are you? Are you, like, you know, I think I can't be self-conscious. Gina's never been self-conscious. I don't think I've ever been self-conscious, you know? But, you know what I feel bad for, though? about me not being able to see it's because sometimes when you're going through people and I just keep like a blink there and I'm looking around and somebody might want to catch my eyes and say, hey Gina, and I can't tell that you're there, you know. So if you want to say, hey Gina, you can't do it from far away, you know. You can't even do it from like 6 feet away. You gotta get up in my face and say, hi Gina, you know. So maybe and I think it'll bring people in, you know, that I used to be able to see somebody from across the way and meet eyes, but I can't do that anymore. So if you want to block eyes with me, you got to do it in my face, okay? I just want to let you know I'm not ignoring anybody who says, gee, I passed Gina the other day and she didn't even say hello because I didn't see you there. So here I am, Gina Louisa. And I don't know how that's raising the vibration. It's just truth. It's just my truth, you know. It is what it is. And I'm not, you know, like I told you at first I was like, you know, I don't know what to do with myself. But I didn't stay in that state. I let myself go through it quickly. I think, oh no, Gina. We are Gina Louisa. Oh my God, we must be so strong to get through this. We're going to get through this. Even. Wow. And then I started to study everything I needed to do, you know, to keep, get that, to get that vibration, to get that, the ocular nerve, to get it bringing in, to get it be working again. You know, you gotta massage, you gotta the things you need to do, all the exercises, and it isn't easy. You know, it doesn't come back like that. You know, some days you can see, some days sometimes on this and that. You know, sometimes they'll be like overcast, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm blind, and I get all scared. And it's like, no, it's just overcast, and I'm pretty blind. You know, but and I spill tea and coffee and I bump into stuff and I break things and I oh my God, I thank you God for like I'm not dead for all the glass I have fallen into. And it's making me more mindful. It's making me walk more carefully. I have to keep my hands out when I walk, and perhaps maybe that'll help me be a tad more graceful. Looking at the bright side of even some of the worst things that can happen to you. You know, say, God must think he must know, not think, I think he must think so much of me, to know that I can get through even this, that I will heal, and I will draw, and I will paint, and I will play my instruments and stuff. I'll get through this. I'll walk in the woods and pick herbs, and it, walking in the woods and picking herbs, noticing the little herbs. And I will again, because I am Gina Louisa. God made me to heal. It is I. Just sharing everything that I am with you, and here I am sharing my own personal truth. I love you.